Long ago, there lived a shepherd named Magnus in a town of northern Greece called Magnesia. As was his routine, one day he was herding his sheep standing on a big mount. When he saw one of the sheep flocking away from the herd, he tried to hurry towards it. Suddenly he realized that the tip of his staff and the nails in his shoes were stuck firmly to the mound. With some effort, he got off the mound, but he was really curious to understand what just happened. He started digging the mound and soon discovered a bed of black rocks that were attracting his boots and his stick. The lodestones, he called them, means stones that attract.
Whoa!
This type of rock was later renamed as the magnetite, either after Magnesia or after the Magnus himself. The stories about magnets date back far in the past. Writings from 2nd century talk about entire hills made up of magnetite rocks that attract iron towards them. For several years after its discovery, magnets were still surrounded in superstitions. It was thought to have magical powers that heal the sick and scare away any evil spirits. The iron ships that disappeared at sea were believed to be mysteriously pulled by the islands made up of magnetite rocks and get destroyed. Eventually, people realized that magnets don't only attract iron but also metals like nickel and cobalt. To the ancients, magnets also revealed another magical side. When suspended freely, a magnet automatically pointed towards north and south directions. Chinese were the first ones to find a use of this property. They invented magnetic compass and used it for navigating the oceans. The magnet always kept itself along the north and south direction, no matter where the sailors went. Peter Peregrinus, a 13th century scientist, attempted to separate facts from superstitions that surrounded the magnets and prepared the very first scientific report on the subject. In 16th century, another curious mind, William Gilbert, conducted several experiments and expanded the understanding of magnetism. He came to a fascinating conclusion that Earth itself was a giant magnet. He explained that the phenomena by which magnets automatically point towards north and south wasn't magical after all, but was simply due to Earth's own magnetism. From then, there was no turning back. All the superstitions about magnets had been transformed into scientific facts. Starting from the curiosity of Magnus to understand why his staff and his boots were stuck into the rock, today magnets surround every aspect of our lives. From computers and electronics to power generation and healthcare, magnets are everywhere. Now, everything I am saying may look like a rapid-fire storytelling to you, right? But trust me, that's not the case. We are going to talk about all of this again in the upcoming videos in much more detail, and we are going to have a lot more fun. Till then, stay tuned.